She's from New Zealand. Anybody from New Zealand here?
Yes.
Yeah,
South of
welcome.
Auckland, huh? Very nice people, these two people.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Citadelle of Quebec, home of the Royal Day7 Regiment. To everyone who wishes an English gather tour, could you please gather closer to me, please? Close enough.
It's
This
a
is
good
Sunday.
guy. You can't go closer.
Sunny and Sunday.
This side.
You always outside that, sir. I'm sorry. So everybody enjoy the ceremony? Yes. So get prepared for the guided tour of your life. You see those young men and women behind me? They're just raring to go performing a guided tour with you. To do so, I will have to form a small group. I will ask you to remain as a family or a group. There's someday no lawyer, no divorce. Okay? First group is living with Marie-Pierre and goes like that. You
Yes,
just
the
come around
best.
and go with Marie-Pierre.
Yes. The best.
Everybody on the side of Monsieur, go with me.
The best. Yes. Lucky people.
The second group with Ariane and goes like that. You may.
Yes, the best. The best. Ariane. She's good. Yes, the best.
Okay. Remain as a family, though?
Yep.
Okay. The third.
All right, everybody from my group, we're going to stop right here. Feel free to come up if you feel like it too. Okay, so is everybody there? So, all right. So, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Welcome to the Citadelle of Quebec, the official home of the Royal 22e Régiment. So, my name is Ariane, and if you ever have any questions during the visit, please don't hesitate. It'll be a pleasure for me to be able to answer. And of course, I'm always going to ask you to stay within the group. Always stay with me, because the Citadel is an active military base. So if you're caught wandering around alone, then you might get arrested, okay? So I assure you, you might want to stay with me. Okay, so I'm also going to ask you not to climb on any walls or cannons, you know, just for your own safety. I really want to point that out because sometimes some adults do it too. Okay? So, that being said, I'm going to show you a timeline. Do I have 3 volunteers to help me hold the timeline? Yes, 1 volunteer, 2 volunteers, thank you very much. Oh, a 3rd one, great. Thank you very much. Okay, you can hold that part and you can yes, thank you very much. All right, so just to put you guys a little bit more in context, let me show you a timeline. So first of all, Quebec was founded in 1608 by Mr. Samuel de Champlain. So that's what started Quebec under the French regime, which is the blue period of the timeline. And so the French soldiers arrived here with a hat looking like this. So that's the hat of the French soldier. Okay, but the French regime ended in 1759 when the British troops took Quebec, and then Quebec was under the British regime. No, you don't have to. So this is the hat of a French soldier. I mean, a British soldier, I'm sorry about that. And then the British period ended in 1867. That was the year of the Canadian Confederation. And so the beginning of the Canadian period, the period in which we live right now. And this is the hat of a Canadian soldier. We can give a round of applause for our volunteers. Thank you. So the Citadel was built during the British period. Its construction started in 1820 and then lasted for over 30 years. All right, so you can give me back the timeline? Yes, of course you can.
Thank you. Architecture in the British period, is it British architecture or French?
It's British architecture, but we will see some French buildings in here that I will show you later on. If you want, you can wear the hats during the visit, or if not, you can just give it back right now. All right. Thank you very much. You can just give it back at the end if you feel like it. Okay, well, thank you very much. Yes, the gate you've all entered by, you know, the arched gate. That is called the Dalhousie Gate, so the gate that was at the entrance. That is the only authentic gate in the city of Quebec. All of the other similar ones you might have seen in the old cities, such as Porte Saint-Louis and Porte Saint-Jean, those gates have been modified throughout the years to facilitate traffic flow. So this gate is the only authentic gate we have in the city of Quebec. But then you've probably seen also in grass written "Je me souviens."
Yes.
That means I remember in French. Okay. It's the motto of the province of Quebec, but also of the Royal 22e Régiment, so the regiment that lives here. It has two different meanings, though. For the province of Quebec, it mainly refers to its history, its past, and its culture. But for the regiment, it really means I remember my comrades who died in battle. Okay, so one more thing, and then we'll be continuing our visit. So, as you can see right here, this is the Citadel as we see it from above. So, it was designed by Mr. Elias Walker Durnford, but he inspired himself by the plans of a French architect called Vauban. So it's a French design, but built during the British period. See what I mean? Okay. So yes, it was built in 1820 because Americans attacked twice, but then never again attacked when the Citadel was built. So I guess we can say it was a really good investment. So that being said, it was only used for practicing since it has never been attacked for real. As you can see, it is star-shaped. And that's not for making it look pretty, okay? It's for very strategic reasons. Every point is called a bastion, and every bastion ensures that every angle can be seen so that there are no dead angles. And so that they can really defend the Citadel as well as possible. And of course, they built it on the highest natural point of the city of Quebec, and that also allows them to have access to the St. Lawrence River with their cannons. Okay, so any questions so far? No? All right, so just follow me. We'll go this way. This, by the way, this is a Sherman tank used during World War II and the Korean War. Okay, so what you see right here, that is actually a French building. So it was built during the French period, which means it was here even before the Citadel was even built. It was built in 1750 under the supervision of Mr. Gaspard Joseph Chosgros de Léry. Quite a name, huh? You don't have to remember that. There's no quiz at the end of the visit. But still, he was the king's engineer and also responsible for all of the other fortifications throughout Canada. So the French here have installed a few measures in case of an explosion. Because it is a powder magazine, so it could hold up to 2,388 barrels of powder, and that's gunpowder, and that's dangerous. If there's a fire, of course it can explode. So they installed a few measures in case of an explosion. So for example, the buttresses that you see that stick out of the walls are on both sides of the building, and that allows the walls to be really reinforced. Inside, you'll notice that the ceiling is vaulted. That creates the weakest point of the building, allowing an explosion to go upwards instead of to the sides, which of course limits expenses of the damage. Of course, if you only have to redo a roof, it's less expensive than redoing the whole building. And of course, as another safety measure, this wall used to be much higher, allowing the explosion to stay in a certain diameter. And they also have the holes you see around the building are ventilation air holes. So now it is a museum. As you can see, it is written musée on it. I will be unlocking it. If you want to take pictures inside, there's no problem with that. Just make sure you take off the flash. Okay? And of course, don't eat, smoke, or drink inside. You know that, right? Okay. So I'll unlock it, and I'll meet you guys at the other side once you're done.
It's hot.
Oh yes, it is. Feels nice and cool in here.
Yeah.
Already done? Yeah.
Wander.
First part of the Senate.
Oh, this is
Like Halifax, so it is
an active
Citadelle.
military base.
Yeah.
Faithful to the book.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Because to me, 4 or 5 were terrible.
Yeah, they weren't exactly. Yeah.
I know, that's where we were yesterday.
Oh, the planes?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a nice place to go picnicking. Okay, so we are now on one of the bastions. We're on one of the points of the star. This is called the Prince of Wales Bastion. The main weapon we have right here is a Fraser gun, a 9-inch Fraser gun. It weighs 12 tons, so it's the biggest cannon we have here at the Citadel, and it could shoot to 5 kilometers far. So if you want to have an idea of what 5 kilometers is, if you can see that church over there, that's 5 kilometers, and that's the furthest to where it can shoot. And we're on the highest natural point of the city right now, so 120 meters over the level of the St. Lawrence River, so please don't fall. Okay? I don't swim that well. So, yes, just take a moment to admire the view, and then we'll be heading back down the same way.
Oh, il frate a spus că e huge, mă. Deci nu vezi capetele.
Thank you.
O bancare de ea.
I zoom in, then it zooms in on you too.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Dragonfly.
In my arm.
Yeah, underneath right here.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And I was ready to... But then he flew off. Will they bite you?
No, I didn't even know. Should have taken a picture, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. I just closed it. Oh no, take a picture. Oh, I was just gonna say. His daddy's outside.